Nothing strange at first. People park on the street all the time. But this car had someone inside it. She sat in the driver's seat with the engine off, the window cracked. Her head leaned back like she was trying to sleep, but couldn't. At first, Erin thought she was just someone down on her luck, maybe living out of her car. But every night, she came back. And every night, she was awake, staring at something. Erin didn't realize what she was staring at until the fourth night. She wasn't looking at the sky or the street. She was looking at his house. That was when the situation shifted from sad to unsettling. Erin lived alone. His street was normally quiet, safe, the kind of place where nothing ever really happens. But something about her started making him uneasy. She never moved from her car, never changed clothes, never got out to stretch or eat. One night, Erin decided to text his neighbor, a retired guy who usually sat on his porch most evenings. He asked if the neighbor had seen the woman too. The neighbor replied, "She's been there longer than a week, parks earlier than you get home, never leaves the car. I thought she was your friend." That message hit Erin harder than expected. He had never spoken to her, never even seen her face clearly, only the silhouette, the messy hair, and the pale outline of her profile through the window. The following night, Erin finally worked up the courage to approach her. He walked down the street as if taking out the trash, glanced toward her car, and forced himself to say, "Ma'am, are you all right?" The woman didn't react. She didn't answer, didn't look at him, didn't even flinch. She just stared straight ahead, eyes locked on his house, like he wasn't even there. Her face looked empty, hollow, drained of any expression. He backed away and returned home, trying to convince himself she was harmless, maybe mentally unwell or simply exhausted. But the next morning, things escalated. Erin found a piece of paper wedged in his screen door. A shaky handwritten note. "Don't go outside after 2 a.m. He comes from your side of the house." Erin didn't know what disturbed him more, the message, or the fact that the handwriting looked like it had been written in the dark, with a trembling hand. He immediately checked his security cameras. No one approached his house, at least not that he could see. That night, he barely slept, and at exactly 2:07 a.m., the footage caught something. Movement, low to the ground, crawling along the side of his house, just outside the camera's range. Erin froze as he watched it, something moving on all fours, slow and deliberate, like it was stalking. He couldn't see a face, couldn't tell if it was a person or something else, but the size, the shape, it looked wrong. And then, on the footage, the woman's car interior light flicked on for half a second. She was staring directly at the creature. It turned toward her car. Erin saw her doors lock automatically, the little lights blinking. Then the camera glitched, static ripping across the screen. When it cleared, both were gone. The crawling figure and the woman's car. The next day, he called the police, but without a license plate, without evidence of a crime. They couldn't do anything. They brushed off the figure on the footage as a stray animal. And 2 days later, he learned something that confirmed his worst fear. The neighbor who sat on his porch, the one who told Erin she'd been parking there for weeks. When officers went to check on him, they found the front door cracked open, the house empty. No sign of struggle, no sign of forced entry. Erin was the first one they asked about it because the note was written in the same shaky handwriting as the one left on his door. It said, "I tried to stop him. He doesn't follow me. He follows whoever I watch." Erin moved out 3 days later. He doesn't know what happened to the woman, the neighbor, or the thing that crawled at the edge of his house. But sometimes, late at night, he gets texts from unknown numbers, strings of shaky letters, warnings, always the same message. Don't look out your window. If you do, he'll start watching you instead.